We're in.
Can you feel it? You guys, do you feel this? Our origin story begins.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Pixar characters who deserve an origin story.
Lonely and forgotten, never thought she'd look my way, and she smiled at me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best supporting characters from Pixar animated flicks who piqued our interest and made us want to know even more about their lives. Come up with an origin story for your favorite Pixar character and share it with us in the comments below. Number 10. The Witch. Brave. You've probably heard the theory that the witch is Boo from Monsters, Inc. According to that idea, Boo became obsessed with harnessing a time-traveling door magic that would reunite her with her kitty.
Boo?
Kitty.
Even after all these years, she supposedly still keeps a wood carving of her childhood bestie. If true, this would certainly make for an interesting origin story.
Who are you?
Just a humble wood carver.
I don't understand.
See anything like?
But even if it's not, we'd still like to learn more about this mysterious magical being. Was she always a witch? Why is she so into woodwork?
Wood cannot be imbued with magical properties. I should know. I'm a wee whittler of wood.
What went down between her and Mordu? A prequel could answer plenty of questions. Pixar just needs to be brave enough to pull it off. Number 9. Hector Rivera. Coco. Hector's life as a musician and family man would definitely be interesting to witness. But we think a more fascinating prequel would explore how he adjusts to life in the land of the dead. After all, he was hardly expecting to be there so soon.
You need to clean up your act, amigo.
Amigo? Oh, that's so nice to hear you say that because I've just had a really hard Dia de Muertos.
Also, the Hector we see seems vastly different from the one in flashbacks. A fleshed-out origin story would explain how he became the stealthy trickster we meet in Coco.
So listen, Miguel, this place runs on memories. When you're well remembered, people put up your photo and you get to cross the bridge and visit the living on Dia de Muertos. Unless you're me.
You don't get to cross over.
Maybe it helped him cope with his untimely death.
She can't forget you.
I just wanted her to know that I loved her.
Hector.
You have our blessing, Miguel.
Perhaps flashbacks to his former life in the land of the living could help us better understand his motives. And maybe the film could dramatically end with Ernesto's arrival. Hey, we're just saying. Number 8. The Circus Bugs. A Bug's Life. In a case of mistaken identity, Flick teams up with a troupe of circus bugs to take down the grasshoppers.
My colony is in trouble! Grasshoppers are coming! We've been forced to prepare all this food!
Tina's here,
Food? Please! Will you help us?
Although they're supporting characters, we can't help but think this mismatched group of oddballs must have plenty of exciting and crazy tales of their own. What were they all doing before joining the circus?
How can you be circus bugs?
What?
Oh, hey. You said nothing about killing grasshoppers, pal. You lied to us.
Yeah!
Are you kidding? Do you know what this is? This, my friends, is false advertising.
What's Manny's story? What's behind Slim's insecurities? And how did P.T. Flea form his troupe? These are just some of the questions we'd like addressed.
You mean to tell me that our entire defensive strategy was concocted by clowns?
Hey. We really thought Flick's idea was gonna work.
Each member could probably get their own movie, but we'll be happy with a big ensemble flick too. We envision drama, adventure, some romance, and above all, a whole lot of comedy. Number 7. Charles F. Muntz. Up. Once an esteemed adventurer and idol for young Carl, Charles Muntz was expelled from the National Explorers Society for allegedly faking his findings. We would love a movie that explored his heydays, especially his search for the elusive tropical bird.
And so the explorer's off to clear his name. Bon voyage, Charles Muntz, and good luck capturing the monster of Paradise Falls!
For one thing, it would clarify whether he actually found the bones or whether he really is just a fraud.
Who's Charles Muntz?
Him! I'm Carl Fredrickson. My wife and I, we were your biggest fans. Oh, you're a man of good taste.
Perhaps we could see him try and clear his name and maybe get some backstory into those talking dogs as well. Plus, seeing how his obsession and humiliation take their toll over time would make him a more well-rounded and fleshed-out character.
But once I bring back this creature, my name will be cleared. Beautiful, isn't it?
We're not saying he deserves our sympathy, but it might help us understand him more. Number 6. The Tank Gang, Finding Nemo. In their journey to be reunited, Nemo and Marlin each meet some rather intriguing characters. For instance, you just know there's a whole story waiting to be uncovered behind those vegetarian sharks.
I am a nice shark, not a mindless eating machine. If I am to change this image, I must first change myself. Fish are friends, not food.
Except stinking dolphins.
We'd also love a movie that shows how the Tank Gang in the dentist's office came to be. While they briefly mention where they came from, we're curious to know more about their former lives and dynamic before Nemo's arrival.
I'm from Bob's Fish Mart.
Hatalas. Fisherama.
Mail order!
eBay.
So, which one is it?
I'm from the ocean.
Ah, the ocean. The ocean! Ah!
We imagine Gil's ocean life would make for a particularly captivating story.
Perfect.
You did it! Oh, look at you! You're out!
Wow, from the ocean. Just like you, Gil.
Yeah.
We'd surely be in for an unforgettable tale of twists, turns, shenanigans, and excitement. We hope Pixar dives right in and makes this movie. Number 5. Fred Fredricksen, Big Hero 6. Our first impression of Fred is that he's a zany, laid-back guy with little ambition and a tremendous love of comic books.
But I am a major science enthusiast. I've been trying to get Honey to develop a formula that can turn me into a fire-breathing lizard at will. But she says that's not science.
However, there's far more to him than meets the eye. His typically nerdy interests and entertaining eccentricities make him an asset to the Big Hero 6 team.
Actually, millionaire weapons designer Malcolm Chazeltick.
The Annihilator?
Behind the mask, industrialist Reed Axworthy.
Baron von Destruct. Oh, just get to the point.
Also, his parents are super wealthy, and his dad used to be a superhero. If that doesn't practically beg for an action-adventure superhero movie, we don't know what does.
We're in.
Can you feel it? You guys, do you feel this? Our origin story begins. We're gonna be superheroes!
We'd love to see how Fred's wild imagination gets him into all sorts of crazy situations. And perhaps it could even delve into some of his more formative years.
6 intrepid friends, led by Fred, their leader, Fred. Fred's Angels.
Plus, we could never get enough of his hilarious quips. Number 4. Ming Lee, Turning Red. While Mei learns to embrace her red panda, we know that her mom Ming had a harder time accepting hers.
I thought if I watched you like a hawk, I'd see the signs and be able to prepare. But it's going to be fine. I overcame it, and you will too.
We're briefly told about Ming's past, and we even get to see her angry red panda unleashed. However, there's definitely a bigger story to be told there.
I got so angry, and I lost control. I'm just so sick of being perfect. I'm never gonna be good enough for her.
It could explore Ming's first experience with her animal alter ego, giving us a more detailed view of how it ultimately affected her relationship with her mother. We could also see the wild story Mei's dad recounts about the time he saw Ming's panda play out.
It was quite destructive. And big. She almost took out half the temple.
You saw it?
Only once.
A prequel would be the ideal setting to delve into the character and understand the nature of her red panda. Number 3. Edna Mode, The Incredibles franchise. Fashion icon, fierce entrepreneur, and total scene stealer, we'd never say no to giving Edna more screen time. We'd truly love to see how she became a sought-after superhero costume designer.
Nothing super about them, spoiled, stupid little stick figures with poofy lips who think only about themselves. I used to design for gods.
Had it always been her dream? Or was there some monumental event that steered her down that career path? Also, is there more to her no-capes role than she lets on?
It will be bold, dramatic,
Yeah.
heroic.
Yeah, something classic, like
Dinah guy. Oh, he had a great look. Oh, the cape and the boots.
No capes.
We know it's for safety reasons, but perhaps there's a more personal connection. Most importantly, was she always that sassy?
There it is. The room is yours. They are lucky to be in your presence. Now the turn. Yes, you are a tiny god.
We hope so. Speaking of powerful women, we'd also be curious to learn more about Elastigirl's thrilling, action-packed life before she added mom and wife to her impressive resume. We imagine that there are more than a couple of incredible stories to be unmasked.
Settle down, are you kidding? I'm at the top of my game. I'm right up there with the big dogs. Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Number 2, Jessie, Toy Story franchise. The When She Loved Me flashback is one of the saddest scenes in Pixar history.
Emily was just the same. She was my whole world.
We learn that Jessie was once the beloved toy of a kid called Emily. Many speculate that the latter character could have been Andy's mom. It would be amazing to have this theory confirmed and see what wild adventures the pair had together.
You never forget kids like Emily or Andy. But they forget you.
Perhaps Emily and Andy's dad bonded over this shared interest, but while she outgrew hers, he simply couldn't give his up. What if he passed his beloved Woody along to his son?
Well, what do you know?
Oh, bullseye! We're part of a family again!
Okay, maybe this is wishful thinking, but we'd love to delve more into Jessie's background either way. While we're at it, we also need a film that explains Bo Peep's total transformation in Toy Story 4.
I try to be prepared.
How long have you been out on your own?
7 fantastic years.
7?
You would not believe the things I've seen.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Mama Imelda Rivera, Coco. There's definitely more to this character than just her witty lines.
Don't I know you?
Oh, that's for murdering the love of my life!
Who the? She's talking about me.
I'm the love of your life.
I don't know, I'm still angry at you.
Hector?
The Jerrys, Soul. How did the counselors come to be, and how did they decide on their ethos?
Sounds like fun.
I'm glad to hear it. Jerry will take it from here.
Thanks, Jerry. Head right on over there to Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Is everyone here named Jerry?
Riley's parents, Inside Out. We'd be in for an emotional roller coaster.
What did she say?
What? Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
Is it garbage night? We left the toilet seat up. What? What is it, woman? What?
He's making that stupid face again.
Hank, Finding Dory. We want to know more about how this octopus became a septopus.
What the?
Suck it, bipeds.
All right, Hank, you've got 7 arms. I don't know, just try something.
Okay, here we go.
Anton Ego, Ratatouille. How did that little boy from the flashback become this poker-faced food critic? Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Frozone, the Incredibles franchise. Besides his cool powers and iconic off-screen wife Honey, what do we really know about Frozone?
And the first things that she does is she presses a remote and the wall turns around and everyone will go, "Oh, this is Frozone's apartment. That must be Honey."
He deserves a movie that focuses on his journey to super life and the adventures he had before they were outlawed. Was Honey ever interested in that world? Did it help ignite the first sparks of romance between them?
How dare you! How dare you hurt your own wife! Lucius, don't you think you can get away from me? Lucius! Yeah!
The couple is undoubtedly responsible for some of the funniest quotes in the movies.
You tell me what my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good? I am your wife! I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get!
So just imagine the hilarity that would ensue if they were the protagonists of their very own feature film. We could even delve more into their friendship with Bob and Helen.
Helen's in trouble. I need someone to watch the kids. Suit up. It might get weird.
I'll be there ASAP. 15 tops.
Where you going ASAP? You better be back ASAP and leaving that suit!
There are endless opportunities to explore Frozone's story, and we hope Pixar doesn't let them slip away. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.